I'm here with a couple of Crashers, so would you please introduce yourself and what credit union you're from?
My name is Megan Jackson, and I'm with CFE Federal Credit Union in Orlando.
My name is Jackson Bolstad. I am with Hills FCU Credit Union in South Dakota.
Great. Obviously, it's your first time at the GAC. What kind of impressions do you have so far of the GAC and the Crasher experience?
Mind-blowing. I mean, I'm so excited, and I would have to say inspired, for sure. Tired, but inspired. I mean, you really have this sense of being proud to be a part of the credit union movement and being involved in a credit union. I don't think I really understood quite to the fullest what that was all about until you start mingling with different Crashers and even CEOs and executives. Yeah, it's an amazing movement.
Yeah, I would say that it's inspiring to see the passion that people have for the things that we're doing for our members and the ways that we're improving lives all across the nation for our members. It's been phenomenal to meet new people and create those contacts for ideas that you may have been thinking about that you just didn't know how to execute. But now, I've got relations that I can reach out and, hey, let me know how you did this, or can you give me some advice at how I could do this for my members and my my coworkers and my credit union to really make a difference in my community and inspire that philosophy of people helping people.
What is your role at the credit union?
So I'm the Director of Electronic Services and High School Branches.
I am the Marketing Communications Specialist.
Okay. Can you maybe summarize in a couple points what your takeaways so far have been of the Crasher program that you've been attending and then GAC in general?
I would have to say just understanding more about the political side and the different regulations and the importance of the common sense and the regulation burden, and I would say that's my biggest takeaway. I really wasn't familiar with that piece. We all knew about the philosophy, people helping people, but I mean it's so much more than that. So that would be my biggest takeaway.
Yeah, I would say my biggest takeaway has really been getting involved with that program, with the member activation program. Black Hills Federal Credit Union is active in that, but really kind of getting more in depth in what that means for our members and how we can utilize that to really engage our members and inform them about the things that are impacting them and their credit union. That's really important for our members in South Dakota, and we want to make sure that they know what is happening.
So you both attended a Crasher legislative update, a mentor luncheon.
Yes.
What was that like?
Inspiring. I mean, he was so genuine and passionate and really took the time to have one-on-one Q&A session with us, knew about the Crasher program before he even came into the room.
And this is Representative Aguilar.
Yes, and just, it didn't really sway one way. It wasn't about it, being a Democrat or a Republican. It was really just wanting to learn more about the credit union and what the Crash experience was, and had a lot of I'd say advice for us. And him being young himself, what he did to get to where he is. So.
Yeah, it was very heartening to hear him talk with us about being a millennial and growing up in this generation and what it is that we can do and the impact that we can make. And I mean, it was very inspiring to hear him come in and talk with us. I mean, we had a lot of questions for him.
Such as?
I guess my question for him was to ask how we can keep our legislators engaged and interested in the things that we're doing in our communities to improve lives. And he had great advice on really engaging with our field reps and the local people that they have on the ground there, and making sure that we engage and stay connected with them as a means to stay connected with him and his staff here in DC, and even when he comes back, inviting him into the branch and into the different events that we do.
What other advice would you have for young professionals?
Get involved, network, get out there. It's all about meeting people and the connections that you make. If you don't have a young professional chapter in your your area, then start one. I can't tell you how many opportunities and doors that have opened being a part of a young professional chapter. And this experience alone, the GAC, has just been something that I'll be able to take away and for years to come. So I mean, I hope, yes, this is my first one, but surely not my last. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of to go off of that, I would say do the nitty-gritty things. I mean, volunteer for the community volunteer projects. I mean, go and do pig wrestling, go and do donkey basketball. I mean, go and do those, crazy things that your credit union is doing in their little small communities or your big communities that are making a difference, and even helping small organizations, large organizations. It goes recognized. I mean, your CEO and your boss knows that you're doing those things and knows that you're out there, and they will recognize you for that. And that's kind of, I guess, the big takeaway that I would say is one thing that you should be doing as a young professional.